In just 10 minutes, unlock the most powerful lessons from Steven Bartlett's talk with best-selling power strategist Robert Greene on The Diary of a CEO. Discover how to seduce anyone, master power, influence people, build unshakable confidence, and learn timeless lessons from history's greatest minds. These 10 unmissable takeaways will transform how you see yourself, others, and the game of life. Takeaway 1. Learn to seduce anyone. Robert Greene reveals that seduction is not just about physical attraction. It is about understanding the emotions people keep hidden and becoming the person who awakens those emotions. People are drawn to those who give them what they are missing in life. Greene explains that seduction works when you make others feel special, chosen, and noticed in ways no one else does. Mystery is a huge part of this. When you hold something back and leave people wondering what is next, they get emotionally hooked. Greene says, absence increases respect and honor. In simple terms, being too available makes you boring. Being a little distant makes people want you more. Greene also talks about different seduction styles. The charmer listens carefully, flatters, and makes people feel understood. The rake is bold and passionate, making the other person feel desired. There is no single method. It all depends on what the other person is missing. For example, Cleopatra was not just physically beautiful. She seduced powerful men like Julius Caesar and Mark Antony by being unpredictable, smart, and playful. She created an emotional experience they could not get anywhere else. She was sometimes distant, sometimes seductive, always keeping them off balance. Greene warns that real seduction is invisible. It works best when it seems effortless. If you show your intentions too quickly, you lose your power. Marilyn Monroe used this perfectly. She made people feel like they could have her, while staying just out of reach. This balance of warmth and distance made her unforgettable. Control of attention is another key skill. People are most attracted to those who give them attention, then pull it away at the perfect moment. This creates a feeling of emotional starvation that makes them chase you even harder. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 2. Seduction requires understanding unmet needs. Building on the topic of seduction, Greene explains that people are not seduced by surface beauty or charm alone. What truly pulls them in is having their hidden emotional needs satisfied. People carry invisible gaps within them: loneliness, boredom, feelings of being ignored, or the desire for danger and excitement. The most successful seducers identify those gaps and fill them. Greene says, you enter their spirit, their fantasies. This means you need to understand what they secretly want, but might be too ashamed or shy to ask for. It could be a sense of safety, a little rebellion, or the thrill of being desired. For example, Marilyn Monroe mixed innocence with sensuality. To people around her, she appeared both childlike and seductive. This unusual combination made people project their fantasies onto her. She became the fantasy people did not even know they wanted. Another example is Giacomo Casanova. He seduced women not by showing off, but by deeply listening to them and finding out what they longed for. He gave them attention, adventure, or tenderness, depending on what was missing in their lives. Greene says the act of seduction is a psychological game. It is about offering just enough of yourself to keep them hooked while leaving gaps that make them crave more. Pulling away at the right time, remaining slightly mysterious, and making them feel emotionally alive are the real tools of seduction. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 3, power is about controlling perception. Power comes from shaping how others see you. Greene explains that people believe what you show them, not what is actually happening inside you. When you project confidence and control and calmness, people assume you have things under control. Even if you are uncertain, acting with quiet authority makes others follow you. Greene calls this a mask, saying, power is an illusion, a mask you wear. You create this illusion by carefully choosing what you reveal and what you hide. Silence can be just as powerful as words. When you stay calm while others panic, you signal control. Greene warns that showing too much emotion makes people question your leadership. Maintaining this mask of strength, even when you feel weak inside, builds a reputation of reliability and influence. For example, Julius Caesar knew that showing fear would destroy his influence. Even in dangerous situations, he acted calm and confident. His soldiers stayed loyal because they believed their leader was unshakable. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 4. Confidence is built through small victories. Confidence is not a gift you are born with. Greene insists it is something you build, step by step, by facing fears and taking risks. Every small success adds a layer of belief in yourself. He says you don't wake up with confidence, you earn it in battle. Many people believe confidence comes from thinking positively, but Greene argues that it is built through action. The more times you succeed, even in small ways, the more your brain rewires itself to believe you are capable. This creates a steady foundation that holds up even when life throws challenges at you. Facing discomfort often is the fastest way to build real confidence. For example, a person afraid of public speaking might start by talking to a small group of friends. Each time they succeed, their confidence grows. This process is slow, but it creates real, lasting confidence that can survive challenges. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 5. Understand human weaknesses to gain influence. People are often ruled by emotions and hidden desires more than logic. Greene believes that understanding these invisible forces gives you an advantage. People crave attention, fear rejection, and want to feel important. Greene explains, people are rarely aware of their own motives. For example, a good salesperson listens carefully and makes the customer feel understood. They appeal to emotions, not just logic. They know that making someone feel valued is more powerful than any sales pitch. We're halfway through the video. Thank you for sticking with us this far. If you're enjoying it, please give us a thumbs up and share it in your WhatsApp groups. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to comment below. To see more videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Now let's continue with the video. Takeaway 6. Power thrives in unpredictability. Greene explains that one of the strongest tools for power is unpredictability. If people cannot guess what you are going to do next, they cannot prepare to stop you. Predictable people are easy to control. Unpredictable people are feared and respected. He warns, predictability breeds contempt. For example, in battle, Napoleon won by constantly changing his tactics. His enemies could never guess his next move, and this gave him a huge advantage. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 7. Mastery demands obsession and patience. Greene teaches that mastery in any field requires years of patient, focused effort. Most people give up too soon because they are impatient and distracted. True mastery happens when you become obsessed with your craft and learn to enjoy the hard work itself. Greene says, time is the essential ingredient. For example, Leonardo da Vinci dissected bodies for years to improve his art. He did it not for fame, but out of pure obsession with how the human body worked. This deep study made his work far more realistic than his rivals. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 8. History repeats through human emotions. Greene reminds us that, while technology and society change, human emotions remain the same. People are driven by the same fears, desires, and power struggles as they were thousands of years ago. Greene says, the faces change, the masks are different, but the play remains the same. For example, ancient Roman politicians rose and fell by using the same emotional tactics we see in modern politics, playing on public fear, hope, and pride. Human nature repeats itself because our emotions do not evolve as quickly as our technology. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 9. Charisma comes from self-possession. Greene explains that people are drawn to those who seem at ease with themselves. Charismatic people do not chase approval. They move through life calmly and confidently, needing nothing from others. Greene says, it's not about words, it's about aura. For example, actor Marlon Brando was magnetic not because he spoke a lot, but because of his calm, quiet self-assurance. People could not help but be drawn to his presence because he carried himself like someone completely in control. Now let's move to the last takeaway. Takeaway 10. Power is lost when you reveal too much. Greene warns that oversharing weakens your power. The more people know about you, the less they respect you. Keeping some distance and mystery makes people curious and cautious. He says, too much honesty is a form of weakness. For example, business leaders who constantly seek approval from their staff or share their doubts lose authority. Those who control what they reveal, showing strength while keeping their insecurities private, maintain power and influence. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, Please leave a like below and share this video in your WhatsApp groups. You can also discuss about this video by commenting below. To get more such videos in your timeline, press the subscribe button below. And if you'd like to support the channel, hit the thanks button below. Every bit truly helps us keep going.